Davante Adams is there, but he says that he will stand on the mountain and scream that I've got his back in response to Aaron Rodgers. We start, though, with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Davante Adams did show up to the mandatory minicamp. He was asked by reporters both about Aaron Rodgers and his own contract status. Davante Adams, I believe his contract expires after the 2021 season, and he was asked if he's going to sit out training camp if they don't find an extension. And he said, look, I'm not about to give away that money. I'm going to get the money that I've earned on my contract. I'm not just going to pay them back $50,000 a day, which is a mandatory fine for missing training camp. So Davante Adams is there, but he says that he will stand on the mountain and scream that I've got his back in response to Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love is next up to the podium. He's scheduled to talk with reporters today.
But not everyone has Aaron Rodgers back. Just out lately, Tyler Dunn, who's an excellent NFL reporter and writes excellent long-form pieces, and is very tied in to the Bills and the Packers from having covered those two teams, has a player with the Packers who says, we need to say bleep it, let's go, or he's here. We don't have time to be waiting around. We're 6 weeks from training camp. How much longer are we waiting? So there is at least some sentiment in there of impatience. Now, I would say to this guy, 6 weeks is an eternity, and it doesn't matter what happens between now and then. On opening day of training camp, I can understand feeling that way if this is hanging over their head. But in the meantime, you know, you're being a little naive, like into the business of how things work. OTAs and even the minicamp don't mean much, especially for a veteran team like the Packers that hasn't had a lot of turnover. I would say to this guy, you should be quiet at this stage. Talk to me on the beginning of minicamp. But this shows you that while Davante Adams will scream from the mountaintop, other people are already like
their fan base, they're
WTF.
Split. The locker room split.
Yeah, I do wonder how much media training the players get in a situation like this where they come in and say, here's what we're going to say about Aaron Rodgers. We're not going to say anything, or we're going to say that's for the organization, him to figure out if there's any type of advice given on how you go about it, or if it's just they don't care because they want pressure to be on Aaron Rodgers. And if you have a problem with him not being here, say it, because that helps the organization's cause. Yeah. If players are saying, hey, this guy's being flaky, you're either in or out, he's getting paid a lot of money, he should be here, I wonder if the team wants players to say that.
Well, I think if the team was really not concerned with what players said, this guy would have put his name on it. Right.
Yeah, great point.
So saying it anonymously is a different deal. I think, Chad.
It's also so hard to get players to speak out against players.
Right. And
even if they don't like them. We've seen that locally with the Titans before, where a player gives a teammate every single reason to say something remotely negative about them. They won't do it.
Rashard Matthews
players
quit,
won't do it.
And the guys were like, he's for the boys.
Well, for
Good
all
luck
of
in Miami on the beach.
For all of that fake crap where they were claiming he didn't quit on the team, which Rashard Matthews did quit on the Titans.
Absolutely quit on the team.
The Pittsburgh Steelers did the exact opposite with Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, they did. You're right. But that was an exception, a rarity. But it was outstanding.
They
divvied up the stuff in his locker.
They were out front on it.
Yeah. But I think in this instance, Chad, I think it's a dream that we dream that a team wouldn't care about the message coming from the players. I think nowadays the team always wants to control what the players say.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every time Outkick 360 goes live. We are live weekdays, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, right here across the Outkick network. And while you're at it, like this video and let us know what you think in the comments below.